I was gonna do a cover today, but after something that happened, I have the need to rant. This is my stress ball. Gets me through stressful situations by giving me something to squeeze the life out of, so that I don't squeeze the life out of a person's throat. Yeah. It's really effective too, because I was using it a lot today because of the situation I'm about to rant about. I'm not going to say any names or nicknames in this. I'm just going to, say person. Okay, so before the situation, that's what it's officially going to be called, the situation. Before the situation, in English, I threw this at a person, and like when they threw it back, they accidentally hit me in the boob with it. And like I was laughing and stuff because it was an accident, just like, ow, that hurt you, asshole, and stuff like that. And then in the next class, world history, another person, like me and this person were still laughing about it because that person was there too and saw it, and we were still laughing about it, and then they're just like, oh, I guess it's a boob ball. Then they proceed to grab my wrist, like while I'm holding the stress ball, and just move it to my boob. And I'm just like, the fuck is your problem? You don't do that. That is a no-no. Might help that I add that this person is a dude. So, yeah. Might help for a bit of context. So this was a dude that like straight up hit me in the boob on purpose with my own stress ball. Like, guided my hand to my boob with my stress ball in it. So, by association, you could say he pretty much, like, touched my boob or whatever. Which is not okay, because I nowhere gave frickin' permission to just be like, because nowhere was I just like, oh, it's totally fine if you move my stress ball to my boob by guiding my hand with it. Like, no, you don't do that, because that's creeperish. Only creepers do that shit. And I got mad, of course. Logically, I got mad. And, like, I ended up kicking him in the shin. He's lucky that all I did was kick him in the shin. And then he got all mad about it, and I'm like, I actually could report you for sexual harassment. He's lucky all he got was a kick to the shin. And further on in the situation, like, he started bitching at me a bit more and stuff. And it got to the point where I was getting really sick of his shit, so. Not to mention the fact that, just gonna, yeah. Just gonna act like that's not there. Anyway. Not to mention the fact that before I got to this point in the situation, he decided, without asking me first, to straight up lift my stuff and hand it to somebody else. Like, without even asking me first. And that person ended up dropping my book. I wasn't mad at the person that dropped my book because she is a really good friend of mine and I know she didn't mean to. I was just mad at him for thinking he could easily just for thinking that he could just, grab my stuff and shit without, like, even asking me. Like, that's bullshit, especially because I was already pissed at him. And like it got to the point where like he tried to say something else to me, and then I finally snapped, just like stop talking to me. Like I got really pissed, and like even after my world history teacher told him to stop talking to me because he was stressing me out. Like he was still like he wasn't talking directly to me, but he was talking shit. Like to where I could easily hear him just like, oh well, she's always gotta be so dramatic and overreacting. No, I didn't even do shit to her. It's like, and now you're talking shit. It's like, oof. I'm honestly just done with his shit. Like, I was straight up about to tell his best friend too, cause like I saw his best friend like when I was leaving that day when I was leaving today with my sister, and I was straight up about to tell his best friend, yeah, you better keep your I didn't give any hints who it was. Shush. I didn't say that. You didn't hear that. Like, I was about to straight up say, you better keep your friend on a leash before I murder him. Like, that's where I was at. Like, I was still pissed about it. Like, after a whole nother class period that I didn't have him in went by, I was still pissed about it. Like, straight up. It's like, one, do not, like, in any sort of way, touch somebody's boob without, like, unless you are 100% certain that like they are cool with it, and if it is like a thing that you like normally do with that person like as a joke. Like I have friends that like I have this friend that like me and her, we will grab each other's boobs every Tuesday, and every Friday we will smack each other's butts. Cause it's funny and we're those kinds of friends. Unless like you have that kind of friendship and you are 100% certain that you have that kind of friendship, you do not do that. Like you do not like touch anybody's boob without like them without them being like cool with it under like any circumstances in any way, because that is not cool. Technically that's sexual harassment. Don't sexually harass people and then get kind of pissed when the person you sexually harassed like responds to that logically, especially if what they did is nothing compared to what they could have done. And also, like when everything like calms down and stuff and it is made clear that you need to just stop talking to that person, don't go from talking to them to talking shit about them, because that's just going to make them even more pissed off. Basically, today's lesson is don't be a dick. Tomorrow I will be probably doing a rant about a guest speaker sort of thing in my health class about suicide and depression. And the reason I didn't do that rant today is one, the situation that happened today, and two, because even though the reason I need to rant about the speaker in health happened today, like she's coming back tomorrow, so I feel like I'm gonna end up having more to rant about then. Just saying, it might be kind of late at night when I do that rant though, because like I'm staying after school for a creative writing thing, for like creative writing, and like after that I'm making a giant Twix bar for Rebecca for her birthday, so it'll probably be late at night when I do that rant, but I will definitely be doing that rant tomorrow. Stay classy, don't be dicks. Bye!